Hi again, I'm Sorutitus999. This is another FTL Let's Play. I'm going to go with a little bit more strategy this time. So this is how I like to start off with the Kestrel. Previous video hit 21 views just then as I was looking at it. Special shout out to dcoop22, the first commenter, about an hour ago. So thank you very much. Alright Lee, let's get all this settled. Start. So I'm just going to do a little bit of strategy. How I normally progress through the game is the Kestrel. So obviously you need to start a new game. Obvious. Continue. First thing, enable your guns. I've forgotten to do that many a time. Turn off your medbay instantly and put it into your engines. Set that guy up in engines and that guy up in shields. That way you've always got your third guy in engines, second guy in shields. Just helps when you have a 1, 2, 3 number, and top guy is always pilot. Then it's nice and easy. So let them get in position first. Now you notice, obviously I've got my medbay disabled. Doesn't really matter. Jump. Now I know a lot of people try and run away from fights. Running away isn't good. Fighting gets you scrap. Now this guy doesn't have any shields. I'm not going to bother with my Artemis. Go straight for the weapon subsystem, because he's got a... I think that's a rocket launcher? Yep. Ouch. When you have fires in an area like this, vent oxygen. Now you can see his missile launcher just got disabled. Now, auto scouts are great, because they can't repair. Well, they can, but quite slowly. So now that his missile launcher is down, he can't attack me again and do lots of damage. So, no, we're all good. And now he can't attack at all. Most people would finish him off here with a missile. I'm boring, I don't. I like to save them. Boom! Now, the rebel fleet isn't even on the map yet, so rather than heading straight for the exit and not getting much scrap, I'm actually going to travel a little bit backwards, because I want to get into as many fights as possible to get as much starting scrap as possible. However, it does use a bit of fuel, so you've got to make sure at the start, if you find a store, buy fuel. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, now see this rebel ship? He has a shield. So my Artemis missile launchers actually always fire first. And since I've got no shields on this ship, I really need to take out his weaponry fast. I have a toss-up between attacking his weapons or attacking his shields. Now, I believe that's an ion blaster and a missile. So, without shields, he's going to hit me with the missiles anyway. Oh, got to shut those doors. So I'm better off taking out his shield straight away, so I can kill him as quickly as possible. Now my Artemis will fire first, I know that from experience. He shoots his ion. Whoop. And he took out my weaponry. Great. And I miss. Fire again into his shields. Shields are taken out. But normally by now I would have destroyed his weaponry. You can see I've taken quite a couple of hits. There we go, his weapons are down, so I'm fairly safe now. I kind of avoided nebulas in my first game, but it's great because it means you can get more fights in before the rebels catch up to you. However, those nebulas that like shut down half your energy, they are dangerous. Once again, this has shields. I'm going to use my Artemis to pierce his shields. Oh, I have intruders. Mantis guys. Send someone into the backup. So now that his shields are down, I'm going to attack his weapon. I'm just going to try and attack his weapon systems. I don't know why he attacked my camera, they were already down. Ah, good. His weapons are down now, so I'm safe. Now, I'm not going to waste an Artemis on him, there's no point. Got him. Point out of OT. Well, actually, now that I'm not flying, I can take it out of engines instead. Send him over to get a little bit of health. Oh. Now, that sounds like I've got fire somewhere on the ship. I think it's coming from the south bit. I'm just going to vent all those corridors. Oh. Ah. Almost had an incident. Still hear fire? No, it's gone. Close all doors. Open all the inside doors, let the oxygen filter through. Now, Eoin is my shielder, so he may as well repair this guy, so he's on this side of the ship. Jump. I'm gonna go north, because this puts me nearest the quest marker. Go to the store first, because I need some fuel and I'll repair. Now you're probably wondering why I bought so much fuel. I just do. I ran really low on fuel once, and it wasn't pretty. I mean, it's not really a huge deal, but I just don't like to run low on fuel because I like to walk around a lot. And the amount of scrap you get, as long as you do explore... Oh, damn it, I can't go south. Sometimes that happens. So you've got to go back and waste a fuel. And waste your fleet getting a bit closer. Not gonna bother with fuel this time. Now, if that's up to about there, I reckon it's gonna reach about these systems here, so it should be safe at the exit. I'm gonna go to the quest. Quests are good. Quests give you scrap. Oh, don't know if you noticed, I have got missing point in engines. Now, depower my medbay, put a point into engines. That gives me an extra 5% evade. Evade is wonderful. Shields are only, you know, sort of good, because they don't prevent against missiles. I'm going to fire a missile straight into the shields, and point a burst laser at their weaponry. Oh, where's my shield guy? He's not on shields. Close all doors. I'm going to leave him on engines. I'm not going to get him to repair that for now. Just because it's... I've locked off that room, but it should be fairly safe. Ouch. There, his weapons are down, so... Ooh. Maybe not. Keep him down. Now, it's not completely necessary, but I'm going to point into power bars just because, you know, I've had people sitting in the med bay before and nothing happened. I was an idiot and didn't actually, you know, have any energy in the med bay. So, wasted crew member, I ended up losing a fight because of it. So, I just like to get an extra point in the med bay ASAP, so you're not balancing and that sort of thing. Alright, jump. Exit. Normally sell your drone parts if you're not a drone ship, because that's great scrap. And you'd be surprised how much drone parts you get. Now, and a little bit of strategy here. Go to the hostile sectors. Everyone thinks, oh, avoid the hostile sectors, but it gets more dangerous as you go along. So you go to a hostile sector, you find more enemies, you get more scrap. You know, that's what you want to do. In this case, I hate nebulas, and they're all hostile eventually, so I'm just going to go to the civilian sector. Especially early in the game, but if you can, go to a pirate or a rebel-controlled sector early on, and get a lot of early fights. Like this guy's got 2 shields already. So I'm going to have to send an extra burst laser on his shields to take them out before I can start attacking his weaponry. And he'll get a few hits on me. Like, see that ion cannon he's got over here? The ion cannon? It just took out my shields. No, fire beam. Ouch. Yeah, and my weaponry's down. Send 2 guns into repair my weapons. Now, I know a lot of people don't accept surrenders, but if the surrender gives you like, you know, 6 fuel or something like that, it's pretty good. But if it's a pretty pathetic surrender, just attack them. You'll get approximately double the amount from killing them. But if it's a decent surrender, like a bit of scrap and whatnot, you usually will get the same from killing them, so it's not worth taking the whole damage. So see, this guy's got double shields. I'm going to attack his shield system straight away. Take that down. Oh. See, weapons. So I'm not doing very good early on in this game. I'd probably, maybe not shields by now, but I'd have an extra point in weapons by now. So I've got fire on board. I can just hear it, and I know that those weapons do fire. I'm going to vent this oxygen. So, yeah. So, I'm probably not even going to try and recover from this, because, you know, he's taken out my weapons now. He's jumped off. But, you see, by now, I'm weak. I needed to get a few fights in that early sector and get a bit of cash. Now, I accidentally skipped over that, but these crew member things, from playing, you've got about a 90% chance of getting an extra crew member. So here I have Bjorn, or Bjorn, or however you pronounce it, like the guy from ABBA. That's great, because you can now send an extra guy in to be your a pure gunner. So all he does is gunnery now. So extra crew members are great. However, that event has maybe a 10% chance that he ends up going crazy and kills one of your crew members. You lose one instead of gain one. It can screw up a playthrough when you're down to 2 crew members. You know, it can make it really, really hard. But having that 4th crew member just makes things flow so much easier. because you can get that attack in first and take out their shields and take out their weapons. So that's just a couple of strategies I like to use. Of course, everyone likes different things. Shields is very hard to max out early on because you need energy. So it costs 50, 70, 95 power, or 90 to 95 power, to max out a single bar of shields early on. That's a lot of scrap. Engines, however, is very cheap. Put a point into engines, take it out of medbay. So you can see I've got another 15% of aid. If I had a crew member in there. As you can see now I've got 20% of aid. That's great. 20% of aid is all you can ask for. It's fantastic. It means a fifth of every missile shot at you just miss. Eventually, when you get your engines up to about 25 dodge, with someone in there you get 30 dodge. That's about where you want your engines to sit. O2, useless. I never upgrade it. Some people throw some scrap in there if they have a lot of it. Weapons, I don't know. I don't upgrade my weapons. Maybe that's why I've never actually beaten the final sector. But I find weapons to be very expensive. Like, you've got to put at least 2 to 3 bars in weapons to get a single extra weapon, and it's usually fairly weak. There's no point in having 2 rocket launchers. You never find another burst laser which only uses like 2 energy. So weapons for me is the end game. Medbay, if you find your crew members are taking a lot of damage, put some points in here. I personally never do. Autopilot, never do it. You leave a pilot in the bay constantly. You know, my pilot doesn't leave the helm. Sensors, great if you're using fire-based weaponry to take out their crew. Absolutely fantastic. Door systems, upgrade that ASAP, because if they use fire against you, it just means the fire can't spread throughout your whole ship. And it also means that you can choke a little bit of life out of the enemies when they land on board, because they can't just walk straight through any doors. Of course, power, upgrade this, very important. As I said, more crew is better. Equipment. Apart from that, that's just a few strategies I like to use. I mean, by now, this ship has actually placed me behind. I'll just cancel this playthrough. I won't bother with it, because I'm just that far behind. It's not worth it. Well, that's embarrassing. I clicked quit game and didn't realise it would actually end my fraps. But yeah, as I said, that ship was too far behind, so I'd just start again. You know, being able to have that early scrap is really important to end game, especially. Because by the time you get to the end, you know, if you've only got 1 to 2 shields, especially shields, I like shields, and weak engines, enemies just gonna completely decimate you, and you won't be able to kill them to get even more stuff. So, yeah, I mean, I'm no expert by any chance. I mean, how many games have I played? 15. But I've gotten to the last sector once, and I normally sit around 6. Oh, it's pretty embarrassing having a couple of 3s. But, I like to think that I strategize a little bit, so if any of this actually helps you, you're welcome. If not, feel free, send me any strategies you like. I don't know, maybe getting blast doors to max is integral and it actually increases your piloting. I don't know. But, SorryTires999, signing off. If people actually are viewing my videos, I'll make another, probably on the 6th sector, or somewhere around there, about endgame, like using strong weapons and shields and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, as I said, SorryTires999, catch ya.